Megan and Brandon, Truth Talk, number 2. Okay, so I'm in this marriage with Anna. That marriage lasts for 4 years. When I went into that marriage, I didn't feel fully at peace because I had studied the early Christian writings and I saw that, they were so thrilled about being single like Jesus. If they were pitched out of a marriage, they would get all this encouragement. They would have all this church family around them. They would get to take care of the kids. They would be turned into the favorite aunties and uncles. They literally have a power team around them if they're single, being told, hey, you're single like Jesus. Oh my gosh, you're going to have miracle signs and wonders, and you're going to have dreams and visions and poetry and songs for God, and you're going to walk in the woods, and you're going to have angel visitations, and miracles are going to happen to you. Oh my gosh, it's such a great thing. You'll probably have a marriage. But the main thing is Jesus showed up and said, hi, I'm the Son of God. Imitate me. Walk single like the angels in heaven. As soon as the lights are turned out, as soon as this life is over, we are going to be like the angels in heaven. There are going to be no marriages. And we will remember the friendships in marriage and the friendships in the ecclesia, in the true church, with great joy. As a matter of fact, we're building relationships with one another that are going to last into the next realm. It's ecstatically wonderful. It's so beautiful. Right now, we're friends that are separated, but we are going to be together in amazing work. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be fascinating. It's going to be greater than running great business. It's going to be greater than great sex and love and appreciation. It's going to be greater than satisfaction with raising children and having things work out right. All of the satisfactions of this life do not measure up to what God has waiting for us. So, I'm in this second marriage during my tour of Christianity. That marriage lasts for 4 years. Literally, I was on my knees. And God said, I'm closing this up. I'm like, oh no. They already think I'm nuts. I mean, some of the plain folks that I spent time with, they did not agree with my marriage to Anna because they understood what Jesus actually taught and what the early Christians taught. I mean, in Justin Martyr's writing, that guy was martyred for his faith. He says, among us, if a man is in a second marriage while his first spouse is still alive, he is called in adultery. I mean, that's, just like this is what our master taught. So I knew those things. And some of the people that I was with, when I would come to visit them with my Anna, they didn't condemn me. They didn't give me a hard time. But they expected me to know the scripture, and they were glad for the fellowship. So I literally was accepted and blessed by people who did not agree that my second marriage was a holy thing or a blessed by God thing, but God showed me that his focus is on children. And he put that marriage together in an atmosphere where the church is so damned broken apart and not unified, and there is no true ecclesia with people admitting their faults that children can be raised in. Since there's no church, it's like the person that I get to hold and be intimate with is the only person that's really being church with me. And that happened a series of times. And it's been painful, to have these sisters that I'm close to, that I'm literally praying and pouring my guts out with and literally praying in ministry with. But there's no team. There's no support team. And Father said, this problem with the precious woman on dialysis, he said, if you have a communion group circle, that will completely wash that trouble away. And you will be able to stand with your friend and bless the dialysis people. So I'm laying on the table the idea that you guys have been put together clearly because Megan has needed a power man in the midst of her faith mama to the rescue life. And also, Brandon has needed the tenderness and clarity of a woman who asks the right questions around his children and his offspring. And it really is a thing brought together for the benefit of godly offspring. And that is a reality, and I stand on that. But I want to say to you that building ecclesia, truly building ecclesia, is the top-notch job. And it actually has to be before the business building and a bunch of other things. And how are we going to do this? I mean, we have to operate sacrificially in order to really build a business. You know, like Marcia Sanatar says, do what you love, the money will follow. Do what you love, and the supply and the revelation and the good stuff will follow if you're walking on the right path. You have the ability to walk stupid, or you have the ability to walk wise. And you two people are really people of the most important and valuable and beautiful stature in my life. So I share these things with you. Truth Talk Part 2. Yahoo! Greetings from Florida. It's a beautiful day here.